Every year, Mother Nature puts on a show. You just have to be daring enough to get close enough to see it.
That was a little sketchy. What town is this that it's moving towards?
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm looking on the camera. That's a massive wedge. Welcome to the storms of 2025. Before severe weather season unleashes on the United States, winter storms track from west to east, dumping major snowfall and bringing huge travel disruptions. In 2025, these storms tracked along the Gulf Coast and up through the Mid-Atlantic, bringing record-breaking snowfall totals for many communities. While eagerly waiting for the tides to change and the dew points to rise, I decided to enjoy these winter storms in Myrtle Beach and Virginia Beach throughout the months of January and February, where record-breaking snow fell and the scenes were magnificent.
Can confirm. Winter storm, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, 2025, off to a rockin' start.
As beautiful as snow on the beach is, treacherous travel was becoming a problem for many drivers across the Southeast as these storms continued to pile up. Meanwhile, up I-95, Virginia Beach was next in line for a major snowstorm where a foot of snow fell for many, and it came down hard and heavy for hours.
So half a foot to a foot of snow, that was the forecast. Bingo, give me my cookie or something. I don't know, but y'all, this is just, I'm sinking into the snow. It's just so nice. I love it here. This is so awesome. Out in the wide, wide world of Chesapeake, Virginia. Okay, let me use this flashlight on Caleb's face. Caleb! Welcome. How do you feel about the chase trip?
Positivity is really bright man.
Of all the rarities in 2025, arguably the biggest one was an outing making it out of the group chat, and this was no small feat because me, Caleb, Maddie, and Cam were about to roar west across the Appalachian chain and into the wide open for our first ever storm chase in the Great Plains. Now, you'll want to get used to those faces because these Carolina storm chasers, also known as the Scud Spotters as we called ourselves, were ready to tackle a new challenge.
No, I was about to say, I ain't putting this in like, oh, it's Scud.
Well, we are professional Scud Spotters. So.
Rotating Scud.
Scud, yeah.
For anyone unfamiliar, let me add some context. Scud is basically just any good old-fashioned boring water vapor in the sky that at first glance looks like it may just be the start of a tornado. It's much like the fool's gold of storm chasing. You get your hopes really high and then you realize it's just another day with another cloud. When taking a leap of faith and traveling 1,000 miles away with just the hope of seeing a tornado, it's very important to bring expectations down, and that's exactly why this group called ourselves the Scud Spotters. This would be a win even if we just saw some cool looking clouds that, well, they may not be tornadoes, would still be something magnificent. However, the tides were about to change in a big way, and we were about to find something much more daunting than good old-fashioned water vapor.
Howdy, partner. We're out storm chasing, driving north on US Highway 24, I believe, and that's an interstate, I guess, actually not a highway. And this bucko over here needs to stay in his lane. But other than that, we're gonna see a tornado today.
Naders.
Are we ready to see some naders?
I'm ready to see some naders.
I'm ready to see
something.
Some big wedges. I love rain. The rain is the best.
On the morning of May 16th, we had arrived to our target location of southern Illinois, where we were forecasting the potential for a tornado outbreak, and we weren't alone. The Storm Prediction Center issued a level 4 out of 5 moderate risk for violent tornadoes across the region, as atmospheric fuel and wind shear were beginning to overlap and creating the perfect environment for tornadoes. In the early afternoon, a new supercell developed in southern Missouri and started tracking eastbound, and we were right on the case, diving south out of Illinois into southeastern Missouri, and we were right in the target zone.
So SBC just put out a greatest threat for SIG tour possibilities right where we're at, so we're in the right place. Just the logistics of catching this again at the right time, because these storms are booking it, so that's
Sikeston. I kind of want to see where Sikeston is.
the only thing we're running into here.
By any means.
No. This is the not scary part, but this is the annoying part about storm chasing. There's no right answer until you're done and you have an answer.
Yeah. Our very first storm in the plains was proving to have its own challenge. The big one was terrain and storm motion. This storm was moving at 50 miles an hour, and it was about to cross the mighty Mississippi. That meant either sit in Missouri and hope it drops a tornado now and never see it again as it crosses east, or go back into Kentucky.
I'll show you all the storm we're looking at. This is our storm. So, oh, sorry, you can also see me. This is the hook back here, and these are the velocities. So insane spin with this one.
Oh yeah. Where'd you? Going to Cairo.
Cairo?
We decided, let's go for it now. Let's sit just south of Sikeston and cross our fingers that this one does it while we have a chance to see it.
No, that wall cloud's getting beefy. That wall cloud is getting beefy. I can drop everything.
Thanks to Caleb's driving, Maddie and Cam's navigation, we got to our target just in time to sit and wait for the powerful supercell to churn our way, and in the end, we made the right decision.
Looks like a rope right there.
Here it is. Oh my god. Tornado.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's
Oh my god.
Tornado on the ground, guys. There it is.
Tornado on the ground. Tornado on the ground south of Missouri. Oh my god.
That's a strong. Oh my god.
Strong suction, yeah.
Oh my god. That's big. Oh my god. Go big time, guys.
Oh my god.
The open farm fields of southeastern Missouri opened up the landscape to a perfect view of a shape-shifting and mind-bending powerful EF3 tornado north of Sikeston, Missouri. This tornado would go on to kill 2 people in southeastern Missouri before lifting as it crossed the Mississippi River. The same storm that produced this tornado would later produce the deadliest tornado of 2025 in Kentucky. Day 1 of the plains was done, and it was time to continue pushing west, where we found ourselves through Oklahoma and into Kansas, where, well, the next story is quite a doozy. On May 18th, the Storm Prediction Center once again issued a moderate risk forecasting the potential of strong tornadoes, but this time in the wide open fields of Kansas, far from the rivers and trees of the east. And yeah, everyone and their mom knew it.
What the hell?
With their first sighting of chaser convergence, the Scud Spotters with their new festive hats were ready to hit the road, and they had a storm in target.
All right, so here's what's happening. All right, let's see if I can do this in a way. You see right here this big explosion of clouds? That's a supercell going up to our south. We're not targeting that one just because we're not in a position to, but more supercells are likely to fire here along the dry line. You can see it's happening to our north, it's happening to our south. We're kind of right here in between. We're about to get out of this warm front that's pushing north right now. It's got the clouds kind of covering everything up, and hopefully that'll lead to a big day of some good storms. So
storms began to erupt across Kansas and Oklahoma as the dry line continued to push east, but the Scud Spotters were caught in between multiple supercells, with each feeling too far in either direction. Indecision plagued us all day, but finally we made the decision to go back north for a cluster of storms that were already producing tornadoes. However, this meant we needed to take a risk, and that was a back dirt road so we could catch up in time.
it's not gonna be bad, Caleb. It's gonna save us a lot of time.
As we began to travel down a wet, grimy West Kansas road, questions began to rise about the true ability of Maddie's vehicle to get through the mud and muck, and soon we were about to get our answer.
Yeah, are you sure that's fine? Normally there's like a button to press.
I'd say it's a button, but we're good.
I don't know if I trust Maddie's ability to know how her own car works, honestly. So
We are in 4-wheel drive. It says, if you look,
we see the 4, but
It just says 4.
that doesn't. There's also a 3 and a 2 is in second
but
gear,
the
third
4
gear.
is the one in green. Are we colorblind too?
Okay, wait, pause. What are we doing?
No.
You gotta go.
Wait.
All right, we are going to create traction.
Wait. Neutral? No.
We're getting somewhere.
Go. Which would be nice? My ass is drinking a damn beer.
Here's an update from us cracking open a beer because we're stuck and we're not gonna have to drive for an hour plus. But nice view of this massive supercell behind us. So you'll see this in the 2025 end of year rewind. PDS ditch, everybody. This is an emergency warning.
PDS mud.
We were soon able to escape the Kansas mud right before a new shower, which would soon become a terrifying storm, developed over the same region, and this one would produce a monster hidden in the darkness of night.
Is that it right there?
Yeah, it's just a massive wedge. It looks like a cloud.
Christ.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm looking at it on the camera. That's a massive wedge. Wow, that entire lowering is the tornado over there.
That's insane.
As non-stop lightning illuminated the storm, this violent, mile-wide EF3 tornado became visible to our eyes and was tracking right towards Plevna, Kansas. The storm's powerful EF3 strength winds were strong enough to derail this train between Greensburg and Pratt before moving into Plevna, Kansas. Due to the nocturnal and violent nature of this tornado, once it passed through Plevna, we decided to stop and go into the town, as did hundreds of other chasers nearby to help with search and recovery.
Parking over here. Yeah, park up here. Park up behind this white car. Stop.
Every day the weather affects us, whether it's sunny or windy or rainy or just a little colder than you'd like it. but it is truly incredible to watch how the weather can bring humans together of different backgrounds, ethnicities, walks of life, all of them coming together here, converging in Plevna with one common goal of helping out. And that was truly one of the most remarkable things to see in all of my time in the plains this year. It was seeing humans react and come together to help each other out when our planet turns on us.
And given the path that this storm took, I mean, God really had his hand on a big chunk of Kansas tonight. And I'll show y'all this picture I took. This really spoke to me when we were in there. Like, the first thing we saw when we walked in was this sign that was still fine and standing. A ton of trees around it. It says, "Lord, you are my hiding place and my shield. I hope in your word." So that was just insane. Yeah, I'm at a bit of a loss for words, but again, we're gonna end things here tonight. We haven't slept we're getting close to 24 hours. We're at about 20 hours of no sleep. We've been in a ditch today. We chased a wedge. Yeah, we're just gonna end it here. So we appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. And we will see y'all again here eventually coming on down the pipeline.
And just like that, the Scud Spotters were traveling back east across the Mississippi to their homes in the Carolinas, but not without forgetting their memories of the tornadoes, the mud, and the friendship. Well, like any good story, there's always a sequel, and sure enough, not even a day after I got back to Charlotte, I was on a plane off to Dallas to do some more storm chasing in the plains, this time with my new friends Paige and Bryce. And yes, that Paige and Bryce. Well, it didn't take long for us to run into trouble, and I quickly found out with Paige and Bryce that they are much bigger fans of getting inside the bear's cage than the Scud Spotters were.
I know, that was mad. Ooh! Just took out that tree.
Like jump some bigger ones on the backside because they get suspended in the upper.
Yeah.
Take longer to fall.
Woo! Oh!
Well, after dodging chunks of ice from above and chunks of ice from the side, it was finally time for the first time ever to experience Colorado magic.
Did it move? No, you're good. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is gonna be close. This is gonna be real close. I see a wall that way.
The supercell began to form and started chunking lightning down from the sky, and soon enough began to drop multiple tornadoes. Although not very strong, they were plenty visible enough thanks to the dust they kicked up.
Oh yeah, there's a tornado. Wow, look at it rip up the dirt. Oh yeah, you can see it rotating hard now.
But of course, that tornado was way too far away, so we decided to get a little bit closer. As we tracked deeper into Colorado, the dust changed to ice as big hailstorms around the Denver metro rolled off the Rocky Mountains and produced winter wonderlands in the month of May.
It's pretty intense. It's snowing in May, basically. 48 degrees.
Of all the states I visited in 2025, I can confidently say Colorado was the prettiest, but my time was coming to an end here. I can truly say I will never forget this view of a rainbow and Mamatis overlooking the high plains of Colorado.
You know, just a normal day out here in Texas is what we do. Got a massive green sky about to ruin everyone's day. And we're just gonna stand here, you know, have a town hall meeting real quick. So,
well, it was back to Texas, and sure enough, it didn't disappoint. We found a storm that initially was quite boring, but then very quickly ramped up from 0 to 100.
that tornado doing right?
Yeah. Yeah. See that full again?
We got two areas. That's on the ground for sure. Oh my gosh, film both
Are you
once.
freaking serious?
That loses power line in front of us. That's a big. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god!
Two tornadoes! Two tornadoes! Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so this like 5-minute stretch was honestly a bit of a fever dream. I was filming without the stabilizer on, so the footage is really shaky, and that was annoying in itself whenever I went back to look at the footage. And two, I didn't even realize that the two tornadoes on the left side, you could see one and then two, whenever the inflow came on the back side, it ripped the Starlink off the truck and flew it into the back windshield. So in the moment, I realized that like the cord is laying here, but then I didn't realize till like later on, Bryce was like, "Hey, Gerald, why is it like wet back there?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, the glass is like shattered behind my head," and I had no idea. And I looked down, there's like glass in the seats and everything. So a bit of an adrenaline rush there. That storm really was pretty tame. And then next thing we know, two tornadoes were trying to drop next to us. Luckily, both of them were pretty weak, although obviously not too weak, as it ripped the Starlink right off the top of the truck and threw it right behind me. Well, sure enough, time had come and gone, and it was my final day in the plains, and this time in West Texas, where there was more manure than people and plenty of spinning clouds to go with it.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Dog, what?
Mildly confident that is a tornado right next to us.
I don't know if you could tell by the tone of my voice there, but at this point I was pretty used to seeing flying manure and dust and whatever else was on the ground. So seeing these fun tornadoes out in West Texas was more of a treat than, well, anything to scare me. And guess what? We weren't done yet. There was more to come.
Yeah, it's definitely not a land spout either. That's a mezzo. It's gonna hit something. Oh, it might hit that little refinery looking thing. Let's see what it does with these power lines. Oh, it's kicking up. Oh, it's kicking up.
I'd officially seen my final storm of 2025, but back home in the Queen City, a new adventure was just beginning for me.
Yeah, luckily no hailstorms here over our viewing area right now. In fact, looking nice over uptown currently. You can see some of those puffy cumulus clouds indicating, yeah, sure enough, it is summertime. Another thing that's indicating that is what we're seeing out there right now. Energy trying to move up our way, and I do think that'll bring some rain to the high country and the foothills, especially late morning and into the early afternoon. But as we time things out through the rest of the day locally, yeah, you can see it pretty well this afternoon. At what time?
Starting my career in broadcast meteorology was one of the many highlights from 2025, and lucky enough, I was even able to sneak in just a couple of bloopers.
Stadium, just one of those days that hopefully you were able to go outside and enjoy it a bit for many of us. And wow, boy, oh boy, would you look at that, Lincolnton. Yeah, not quite 142, but trust me, it does feel nice out there for most of us. 63 in Charlotte, 63 in Concord, 61 down to Monroe. Man, that's a good one. And then 61 up into Hickory. Lower. Easy. Couldn't tell right now my mic's not working, so I'm gonna come up here with Casey and say hi. Hey Marvin, Marvin's mic is working, so that's good. Yeah, right in over the southeastern portion of the viewing area. We are.
Too many meteorologists, I hope that doesn't mean double the hot weather.
Yeah, exactly. Well, unfortunately.
I don't know, but me and James might get a little hot.
Let's say we're already taking off the jackets.
What's your take on the show so far?
One can guess your costume.
Ooh, look
What
at
is
him.
this?
There he is, everybody. That is the one and only Recyclops, okay?
Okay,
You
so
can
what
see right
is
there at
a-
the top? There's the one eye.
What is a Recyclops? That is it.
To be honest with you, that one's probably already formed right now. We're just waiting on the National Hurricane Center to give it the stamp of approval and send it back off to find Nemo in the Atlantic Ocean. After that would be Aaron.
And that was 2025, the year of adventure, friendship, tornadoes, manure, dust, and new horizons. Here's to a 2026 filled with less mud and unforgettable skies.